Do. All right. So, night after the polls close. Here, I've always got these things I've got to do when you start this up. There's all this stuff you gotta.
'Twas the night post-election.
Oh yeah.
And all through the house.
Yep. What is up, everybody? And wouldn't you know, the internet is like magically fine now.
Oh, yay.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess we'll have to read the comments. Here, you should take my phone.
I've got it. 'Twas the night post-election, and all through the house the yeet fleet was waiting, quiet as a mouse. Should I continue? Just kidding.
Let's see here.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah. So we've got a lot to talk about.
So much.
So much.
So much.
Too much.
I feel like that poem could have been good.
Like
I think
what?
that could have been the election poem of choice.
So much.
Sorry, a little bit of echo there for a second. A poem. So I'm hearing that they are changing the rules in the 11th hour. And I knew that this mail-in voting thing would be a terrible debacle.
Yeah, of
because
course.
it's what it's with both sides being so polarized.
It was a foot in the door for either side to be like, wait a minute, there's tomfoolery afoot.
Right. Yeah. Let's see. So what's the first thing we've got on the update? You know what? Just some wacky news real quick. Oregon becomes the first state to decriminalize hard drugs like cocaine and heroin.
Right. Isn't that, I don't know. So what do we think? Because there's two sides to this.
I think we live in, like, the title of today should be historical times.
Yeah, for real.
We've been saying unprecedented blah, blah, blah for, like, ever now, but this is historical, okay? So,
I think Oregon's new slogan should be, I dare ya.
I dare ya. Yeah, weren't they also talking
What could
about
go wrong?
lifting, like, all NFA firearm regulations as well?
Well, yeah, and then did they ever, I can't remember, did they go ahead and defund the police? I can't remember. I know Minneapolis did, and there were
a lot of crazy
many
things
that
have gone
were-
on in Portland.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know.
Well, anyway, so I think, what was it, the goal here, what was the goal here? The basically,
It's essentially they voted yes on the Drug Addiction Treatment and Recovery Act.
which is going to take it from being a criminal prosecution to they will be offered recovery.
Right.
And they're going to use the tax money. So to pay for that recovery, they're going to use the tax money that they got from marijuana.
Right.
So it's, that part of
Right.
it is kind of a good idea. And so, I don't know, you could kind of look at that as a positive, and then rather than it being criminal charges or anything.
It's treatment or $100 fine.
Right. Up to $100 fine.
Up to $100 fine.
And so then, they're hoping that maybe it'll destigmatize it. People will be more open to seeing it as a disease and needing recovery, et cetera, et cetera. So we shall see. What do you think? Do you think that this will affect, the crime rates that we see from as a result thereof?
I don't know, but it's going to be exciting to see it all shake out because, I mean, everything is mounting up to make 2021 wild.
Oh yeah.
So,
but really, that was not a fair question because this bill is not about the crime rates. This is about the people and saving, getting the people back. Which will then long game affect their crime rates. But I don't know. There's something there, but I don't know. There's going to be a period.
What's the benefit to destigmatizing hard drugs like heroin and meth and
well,
coke?
just that it would be that
So, it's normal. It's okay.
Well, no, just you're offering people where it doesn't have to be a shameful hiding thing. You could be more open with family about needing help. It would be looked at, think of somebody doing heroin as you would think of somebody smoking a cigarette.
Hmm.
But is that good or bad? Because, like,
it's a far more dangerous and
yeah.
sensitive, and like
We'll see.
I don't know.
Maybe the slogan should be, let's see how this goes.
The slogan should...
Oregon, let's see how it goes.
So the slogan for right now is, let's just see how this pans out. Let's see. Trump is leading everywhere. It's over. The Democrats are stalling. Yeah. So in Georgia, they had to stop because a pipe burst, right? Like a water pipe burst.
What? I didn't hear about that. Wow.
Yeah. And then Fox News made a boo-boo last night where they were saying that Biden was taking Florida by like 80-something%, and then immediately flip-flopped.
Right.
So, I don't know. I think it's all hogwash. I think they're just trying to pull the wool over our eyes, and I think that this is going to turn out to be an election for the courts.
Yeah, and I think that it's going to be a soft announcement. I don't think anybody's going to come out definitively and be like...
So this is historic. When is the last time that we didn't know who was the president?
Well, wasn't there a year that Florida, like, miscounted? I remember being back home before I moved down, and everybody was making fun of Florida not counting, and I don't remember all the details. But I think that year there was a little bit of a hang-up, but I don't remember for sure.
So good morning to you guys. I just want to take a quick look at some of 2016. This is a map from 2016. Look at this. This is from the same website, 270 to win. So if we're going to base off that.
With Al Gore, yep. Bush versus Al Gore.
Let's see. The base off. There we go. This is going to be a fight. You think so, Christian? 2,000 hanging chads. What? All right. What is up, everybody? Let's see.
It's a lot of red. That's the most patriotic America has looked at this year, with the red and the white and the blue.
I think he's totally going to take North Carolina. Right. So if everything were to stop right now, I think, I don't know.
Yeah,
I hear some people saying
track.
that it says that he's losing.
Well,
but other things that I've seen say that he's
on track to win.
He's on track to win.
Yeah, that's what I've seen as well.
If everything stops and there are no more mail-in ballots.
I think he's anticipated for Alaska, but not sure.
LOL.
I don't know. And really, the way that they've worded it, it's almost as if it's going to be a media war. Like Fox is going to say one, CNN is going to say one, and Fox is going to say the other.
Is it going to be a media war?
Probably not, but the way that they worded it, where Biden said he would take...
Because, Fox is now Disney. Disney bought Fox.
That's right.
There aren't any real Republican, Fox over the next 5 years will look drastically different.
I know. Do you think there'll be princesses? I'm so excited.
I think CNN will become super duper progressive, and Fox will become
more conservative.
Middle.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say no. You don't be Disney and be conservative.
It will slowly turn blue.
You don't be. That's my education for you. No, I'm just kidding. I usually speak very well, and Louisiana has ruined me, grammatically.
Grammatically ruined you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. You should hear how some like it's a Boomhauer syndrome. It's like
I had to adapt or die.
Yeah, some
there
Cajuns.
There was like a 10-month period where I couldn't understand folks.
If you don't know the local dialect, you're not going to understand them.
Right. I could only operate in the city. It's like being in Korea.
A presidency for the courts. That's going to be decided in the courts.
Right. But
so we're going to have like this, like I don't know what, like
but
how
therein
long.
is the problem. Half of the nation doesn't want to wait for courts anymore.
No, they
Half
don't.
of the nation is sick of the long process. And really, if you want to know the truth of it, all of the nation is sick of the long process. But half of us are kind of like, okay, but that's the process. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks for everybody. We just equally share the suck.
No, yeah, well, I mean, who is gonna? Both sides are ready to ram this home, get this over with.
Yep.
We got
Absolutely.
stuff to deal with. We got stuff to handle. Everybody wants Thanksgiving. Everybody wants to get back to work.
Speaking of, California has already put disclaimers out on Thanksgiving, talking about
Just like the UK.
Well, no, UK is on lockdown effective today. I believe. No, it's Thursday, tomorrow. So UK goes on lockdown until December. But California released. I saw a Facebook post talking about keep your guests outside, no more than two additional houses. Celebrations can be no longer than 2 hours in duration. Please, no singing, chanting.
How do you guys feel about the state telling you how to celebrate
and to be outside? Okay, hold on, wait a minute now. This is because we don't want to get sick, but we're going to make people be outside in the winter? I guess technically Thanksgiving is still autumn, but
No, sorry. I'm trying to pull up some of my browsers here so I can better look at chat.
YR Tours sounds exactly like Rye Tours. Charlotte, that's hilarious. Laura. Amen, Ray. So, yeah. What else has been new?
Communism sucks.
Communism
I don't
does.
think the left will get very far with all the socialism with Hispanic and Latino voters who come from Venezuela and Cuba and stuff
Right,
like that,
we've
who have
seen-
experienced
yeah.
true
Yeah.
socialism.
Ukraine.
Yeah, Ukraine, and
Armenia. I mean, like a lot of countries.
right. A lot of people come from
A lot
socialistic,
of
communistic
people.
backgrounds, and they know what it's all about.
Can you imagine how frustrating that would be to be somebody who came from a world like that and then to come to America where there's these arrogant Americans who are like, no, 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 trust me. Like, we are trying to protect you from that here. And meanwhile, you're telling them, hey, you're leading us right into it, but they know better.
Right.
Very frustrating.
Very frustrating. So now the whole thing we're frozen.
Right, Jeff? Same here.
Right.
Thanksgiving in Illinois can be 10 degrees to 80 degrees. Same here. Same here.
Yep. So we're basically in hang time, waiting on results,
Yes.
and we're not going to get any, and Trump's going to sue, and this is going to go to court.
We saw large numbers out last night, though, so I don't know. Do you think it's going to remain peaceful while we wait, or do you think as
I think I think it could go either way.
I think that the Democrats are already disappointed because they were told that it was going to be a landslide, like Fleetwood Mac landslide.
Right. And maybe
And so
the projections that we're seeing are being projected to us, the data that's coming out and being given to the public is probably false to keep the peace, because there's some wacky, crazy stuff going on
right.
that we don't even know.
Well, so, I did hear on Timcast that
It's all
there were
speculation.
some places that got a little rowdy last night. I know in DC we saw large numbers out on the street, but I did, everything looked pretty decent. So, we'll see. I don't know. I think that as the week winds down, we're going to see more activity. But I
Yeah.
don't know. What do you guys think? Trump has won, and he'll win in court, Double O'Neill says.
I certainly don't think it's going to be peaceful in the streets. I think that the left who have organized, I mean,
Yeah.
dude, they got a thing going now. We're almost like 6 months of pure protest, no matter, like, every single day.
Yep. Yep. Are there actually any riots going on right now? I don't believe so.
No, sorry, the name is wrong for the episode. I went with the same name as last night. I apologize. It's an automatic upload thing.
Right. And so Mary says we now need to get proof of whom we voted for. And then that brings up another, what is if we lose trust in the method of tallying ballots,
Mm.
what is the step forward from that? How do we continue on with, with this voting practice, if not then to, tally up ourselves, which would mean it would be like a census where you would have to know who voted what, and then you have huge risks of security. So I would be inclined to think that that's not ever going to happen. So I don't know.
Make sure you're following the Facebook. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. We will be going live tonight, and I can almost guarantee towards 8 or 9 o'clock we're definitely going to see some activity in the streets. There were definitely events last night in Washington D.C. I'm
Matt
changing
Zoo,
the name.
thank you. We will definitely watch that plate carrier video. Just talking about like 2 million cops throughout the United States, and outnumbered and what have you. Oh, and my phone died, so I lost Facebook.
That's okay. You can plug it in right here.
Thank you. All right. Oh, sorry, you changed the name. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
They'll have to refresh to see the new name.
Okay, no worries. But yeah, and then so I was curious because as we're waiting for Wisconsin to come in, I was really sitting there thinking, I don't know. If someone had told me before, and I know that it's leaning bluish, it looks right now, but I with Wildcat being there, I thought maybe.
Speaking of Wildcat.
Yeah, Wildcat is he had bail set at $2 million. Now it doesn't look like he's out, and there was an appeal to reduce it from his lawyer. They were trying to get it reduced to $750,000, but that was denied. And Anthony Huber's father he came after Trump about that, and then also pleaded with the judge not to reduce the bail, which and turns out they did not. But
he said, "How dare he?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he defended Kyle, because it clearly looks as there's overwhelming evidence that this is a self-defense case.
Right.
And there we go again with fact as opinion. So you can see all these facts about how he was being attacked, and this was self-defense, but if you choose not to believe it, well, then there you go. But I wanted to remark at
he said,
the
"My
picture.
son was a hero, and anyone else says something else, they are dead wrong, including the president."
There you go.
Yeah.
And I don't know him, I don't think that people should be completely
Man, I'm
defined.
glad and proud that at least he's not just been completely turned on and thrown to the wolves, and his parents aren't being like, "You did something," so
Yeah.
they're like, "Nah,
This was my son. Yeah.
hell no, yeah, he did a great job."
Right. And his fiance came out and was saying that he was a really nice guy. Now I know he's got a rap sheet. I don't think people should be held, the whole of a person is not defined by one individual act, but then again, I guess that depends on the act. So
Now, this is from 2016, and I just kind of wanted to bounce back and forth.
Well, do you mind real quick? So Kyle, for the picture,
No. Yeah.
I just wanted to remark. Now I don't know when exactly this was taken, but he looks good. Like he doesn't look roughed up. His hair's getting a little bit longer. He looks reflective, but he doesn't look sad, which makes me think that like his morale is probably good. I would imagine he's probably getting treated fairly, respectably by the guards, what have you.
He is just a kid.
He is just a kid.
I mean, he's a young buck.
Although I don't know when his 18th birthday is.
Double O'Neill says Kyle will be acquitted, possibly pardoned by Trump.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see here. Keon says, "Hello, my fellow vapors." What's up, brother?
What's up?
Let's see. Short Stack says, "Good morning here, Pennsylvania stressed."
Yeah.
I believe that. But if we look at 2016, Pennsylvania was red. I think it will be again.
So yeah, so the judge denied Wildcat's $2 million reduction in bail, but I thought it was interesting because you know who did get it out for much lower. Derek Chauvin got out for
Mm.
$1 million with conditions. I think the conditions. Do you remember the conditions?
Let's see.
There was conditions to his release. I think it was something like he can't have contact with the family.
Number one, he was held for third degree murder. That charge was dropped. Still faces second degree murder and second degree manslaughter. Chauvin was released on $1 million bail October 7th with conditions: surrender.
Oh yeah, he had to surrender all of
Surrender
his
any
firearms.
guns, firearms licenses, no contact with the Floyd family, I guess. Wow.
So, wow. So that's kind of interesting.
And he was allowed to leave the state.
right,
So he's
because
allowed
that
to
was
leave the
another
state while he
condition.
waits for his trial.
Was that he was supposed to stay in the state of Minnesota, but due to safety concerns, they have allowed him to leave the state. But can you imagine being Derek Chauvin without? I mean, that's not to say no protection, but he doesn't have a weapon
I don't
or
know.
a firearm.
I don't know. I don't think, there are other ways a man can protect himself, I suppose, when it comes right down to it.
Bernie says Biden wins Wisconsin. Did that just happen, or you're predicting?
I don't know.
We vape, we vote. Love
we
it,
vape, we
Keon.
vote. Keon.
Dang it. What's up, Anastasia?
Brofish. Sistafish. Let's see. Wisconsin
Wow.
looks like dead split. Pretty close.
What do we do if they are both too stubborn to admit defeat?
It'll go to the courts.
I know, but that would
And we'll
still
be in
be
for
a
one
war
wild
in the
ride.
courts.
Do what?
That would still be a war in the courts, and as a nation, what we're just gonna ride along unified while our own government is warring in courts?
NBC claimed that Biden took Wisconsin. Christian, brofist, man.
Is that
This is the New York Times.
okay? Oh, well, that's an article. Is that the live update one? Sorry, I was just.
I don't know. It looks, this is live update.
Okay. I'm sure it'll update here in just a few, guys. Oh, Anastasia, you're awesome. We're just doing a little morning check-in.
Yep,
We'll
just
be back
a little
on later.
check in with you guys. Also do a little tester on the internet, and it looks pretty smooth. Last night it was just the last 2
Terrible.
nights have just been choppy,
Yeah. Well,
crazy
and
choppy.
I
But
would
I will say, guys, we've been through like 5 hurricanes, and the
6.
last one, 6 hurricanes. The last one
was a direct hit.
was a direct hit, and I'm getting reports from my buddies around town that say that the internet has not been the same.
Yeah, and they still don't have power. A lot of folks.
A
around
lot of
here,
places
so.
still don't have power. Yeah. So yeah, this is quite the year. Quite
Yep.
the year. Unbelievable. Master Blaster, what's up? That's a cool name. Let's see.
So we'll see. We'll see. I think we will see a little bit more activity tonight than we did last night. Just because I do think that there's already some disappointment that it's not a landslide.
Yeah. So you mean the left were told that it was going to be a Biden landslide?
Well, I'm not told, but
There's no way they could believe that.
Are you kidding me?
There's no way they could believe
You
that.
would not. There is no bound to what they can believe.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
So anyway, I'm just saying that I believe, and I shouldn't say the left because there are people that are right that, so, but anyway, Biden supporters were, I think, expecting a landslide Biden win.
Okay. I was not. I thought it was just clear as day to me. It was going to be a Trump landslide.
Well, but there we go again, landslide. So
Yeah.
each side was told landslide. Somebody should have predicted Joe Jorgensen to get a landslide.
I wish we could wrap up this election too, Master Blaster. Yeah.
I really thought Joe was going to get at least one state, because I thought maybe this was the year that everybody was just sick of it.
But what does that look like?
Well, I don't know. No one does.
Leftist chaos.
Yep. All conservatives are nervous. Yeah, I'm sick of it too, Master Blaster.
LOL, JC. Nola FQ has power.
What's the FQ?
Okay, I don't know what the French Quarter.
Oh, duh. LOL, why have I never abbreviated it like that before? I'm too old. Chalmette got power
Evidently not. So
too.
we get to go full tyranny now?
What?
I don't know. Yeah, I agree. Guns, Games, and Gadgets says I think it's rigged. It absolutely is rigged.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, the polls are rigged. This is rigged. I don't think we ever get the truth, hardly, unless they can't help it. Like, with live streams when we catch stuff and they can't hide it.
Yep.
It's all a bunch of political theater and they're just, pulling the wool over our eyes.
Do you think Black Friday will be canceled? Do you think that we'll go into another lockdown?
I think if Biden wins, we'll be in a lockdown for a long time. So, let's see here. When will this end? That is a great question. What needs to happen for all this to just stop?
I don't know. I don't know that it can at this point. And then we have so many people that are addicted to kind of the drama a little bit. What would we do for entertainment after? Would football hold your heart the same way? I don't know.
I wasn't even into football.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, goodness gracious. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. Peggy makes an excellent point. Remember, it will not be Biden, but Kamala.
Yep.
So, I know that's... Well, worst case scenario, we'll see you guys tonight with some Riot Watch. Wow. Unprecedented historical times. Expect this to go to the courts. I hope not.
There's no way around it. There's no way around it.
There is a way around the courts, man. Absolutely, there is. Yeah,
no, they are both
Trump
too
could declare
stubborn.
victory and then pretty much just
Right, and then Biden's gonna come in and argue that, this is going to the courts for sure.
So what you get with Biden is Biden somehow will be eventually kind of taken out of the picture, a lot like the Queen in England.
Right.
And you're going to have Kamala and Pelosi. That's who's going to run the country. So whatever you think that's worth. Can we get rid?
We should go through and watch The Office and pinpoint all of the ways that it has kind of like had little snippets or relevant information for current events.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I have to my focus. Hmm. th Amendment. They wait till the 20th of January and get Congress to vote in the next president. That's the current plan for the left.
Wow. Oh, absolutely, Bernie.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get Facebook back.
What do you mean the war already started? It's been, at first it was like a warm civil unrest, and then it kind of got hot. And then it turned into this subversive planning, like,
Yep, Mary is absolutely right. Pelosi already stated she was wanting the 25th Amendment knocked down, and that she didn't necessarily mean for Trump, but any president. Mary, yeah, I remember that.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, so just look at the comments. It says Civil War. They canceled the Florida count in 2001. Voter election fraud. It's a cold civil war for sure.
Yep.
So boom, boom, boom. You got everything you need.
Yep.
Everybody knows it. Everybody smells it.
Mump.
Mump.
That's Mutt and Trump together makes Mump. Mutt said Trump stated 2:30 this morning it was going to court.
Y'all see Betty get stabbed last night in D.C.?
What?
No. That's terrible.
You know who I'm worried about? Betty White. I just pray 2020 doesn't take her. She's a tough lady, though.
Yo, Hippies for Trump. What's up, man? Good to see you.
What's up, hippies?
Good to see you, brother. Guys, if you can, go subscribe to Hippies for Trump.
She got stabbed after her friend got cut in the face. Oh, my goodness, Double O'Neill. My goodness.
After her friend got cut in the face. Wow.
Oofta. Well, I know here, I was just looking at another survival prepping for normal people.
Wait, I'm going to pull up a video real quick. I'm going to head over to just another channel.
Our grocery stores are still barren of meat.
Still?
Yeah. Stresses me out a little bit, but, you know, what are you going to do?
Here we go.
Whoa, hey! Black Lives Matter over here.
Hold up. So the name of the video is First Blood. It's BLM stabs Bevelyn Beatty, and another patriot in an ambush, election night, Washington, D.C. BLM draws first blood. This is on just another channel on YouTube. Go check them out and subscribe. I already am.
Whoa, hey! Black Lives Matter over here. Hey! Hey! Gotta help him.
I'm bleeding.
I know, but you gotta help him.
I know, but you gotta help him.
Yo, get on. Get the fuck on.
Matt Zoo says, I sell armor vests. Hey, go pick you up an armor vest. Matt, I need one, dude.
Yeah, girl, he tried to stab you.
Message me over on Instagram.
They stabbed me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit, they stabbed Bevelyn Beatty right now.
Oh boy.
They just stabbed Bevelyn Beatty. Call 911.
There.
I got him on
man.
camera. I got him on camera.
What a tough lady. Look at that blood.
Are we
Hey,
sure
hey.
that this was purely
Jeremy,
political?
get back over here. Jeremy!
I don't
Don't
know.
go over there by yourself, Jeremy, no!
That's some cowboy-ish right there.
I know, but there's too many.
Shit, you guys. Okay, we just got jumped by Black Lives Matter, and they just stabbed Bevelyn Beatty. You guys, get out there. He's going by himself. He's going by himself.
Thorne says, just wait, blood isn't hers.
Where is it? Shit. Where's her phone? She said she threw her phone. Where is it?
Don't throw your phone.
Gas mask. Where's her phone?
I don't know.
I just see a bunch of blood.
Conscious. I don't know if I was stabbed or not.
Were you stabbed or punched?
I don't know. With the amount of blood that came out.
Oh my God, you've got tons
Oh.
of blood coming out of your neck.
Yes, I do.
Okay,
Oh.
hey, come over here. Follow me.
that poor
Follow
lady.
me,
Because
follow
he
me,
came
follow me.
up and he said, I'm bleeding.
Oh,
and she said,
boy.
I know, but
Hey,
you gotta help him.
we need an ambulance. He's bleeding from his neck, like right now.
That poor girl. She's trying to
Okay,
pay
we got
attention to
another one
everything,
down.
and she's like, hey, if you're up and walking,
hey,
you're
right here,
fine.
right here.
Um,
We got another one down. Wait, make him stop. Make him stop. Hey, stop.
They're going to get him.
Dude,
Oh.
stop.
So go. Jen, let him go. He's gonna grab the other people.
Hey, he's bleeding from his neck really bad. He's bleeding. They stabbed him in his neck. He's
Pressure
bleeding
on the
from his
wound,
neck.
peeps.
Right here, right
yeah,
here.
Pressure. On the neck, though, would that make you pass out?
Eventually, yeah.
But it's like you're gonna pass out or bleed out, so you can choose, I guess.
Oh,
I will
gosh.
say these people have been so calm,
I don't know.
which is really a good thing.
Okay, you guys, this is getting really bad out here. We had two of our people. Bevelyn Beatty just got stabbed in her back, and another friend of ours just got stabbed in his neck.
Cut.
I'm gonna film this for evidence.
Not good. Not good. Nope.
Oh.
Bev has a lawsuit going.
We're back. We have media with us, but they didn't catch it on camera. They didn't catch what I got on
Random.
on the
They
live
just
feed.
jumped them. That is the new Civil War. Oh, crap.
And this is what we've seen
Right
time
here,
and
right
time
here.
again: is random people just walking,
there, right
minding
there.
their own business,
Right
not
there.
even knowing, and then getting attacked.
Yeah,
Right there.
we have seen this. You're right.
They hit him with a glass bottle, a full bottle. It's right there.
The Irish
They
Sun
hit
says
him
4
with
Proud Boys and conservative
Okay, listen,
activist
there's
Bevelyn
two males,
Beebe
one female.
stabbed in D.C.
One male
brawl.
had both males had all black on.
So this is the same group that put the black paint over the BLM in New York.
Down
Yep.
14th and G.
Were among 4
Hey,
people
can you all
stabbed.
call
So
the ambulance?
Proud
He's
Boys leader
leaking blood
Enrique
like really bad from his
was
artery.
Oh
and
my
and
gosh.
and Beverly Beatty were among 4 people stabbed blocks from the White House overnight.
Yeah, we just got jumped by Black Lives Matter here. No, just apply pressure.
Wow. I wonder if
No, I have a back problem. They cannot put a neck brace on me. My oxygen will drop.
Yeah, he's right. Just he needs pressure. You may have glass. Okay, we got a paramedic here. We got a paramedic here.
so.
Okay.
Is that Enrique that we
Turn
saw?
this way. Turn in this way. We have a paramedic here. He's gonna help you. Go over here. The glass bottle's right there. I hope they get those fucking fuckers.
Cops are
There was
searching
4.
for BLM members
4.
who stabbed 3
I
Proud
got it,
Boys
all
in
of them.
DC.
Okay, you guys, I'm gonna have to end my live.
Dang. Wow.
He was slashed in the stomach. Enrique Tarrio told the Gateway Pundit that he was slashed in the stomach while multiple other members were injured, including Beverly Beatty. And a man stabbed in the neck.
I'm just saying that it's
They were heading home after watching the election at a DC bar when they were jumped and knifed.
so an opponent does an ambush or like a sneak attack because they feel they're at a disadvantage.
They were not. They had numbers and
It's fear.
were
They're
armed.
like, if you're like sneak attack stuff, like ambushing is fear. That's,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
it's subversive. That's
so they've got screenshots of the attack from that video, and they are looking now for these members of BLM. And he said, so Enrique's fine. He said he got slashed, but it's not serious.
Hippies for Trump says things are definitely going to be getting dangerous, especially for those who do boots on the ground activist work, live
Yep.
coverage of protests, etc.
Absolutely.
That's right. Yeah.
Including you hippies. I hope that
Yeah.
I hope that you were being safe.
Be safe out there, brother.
I
Says
worry about you guys every time.
she was targeted.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. If they were walking with Enrique, that was like a trophy,
Right. Yeah.
you know.
Man, oh man. Boy, that was rough.
It's a shame because
What?
the fight is not, like the fight is not race. It's not man versus woman. It's not. It's if anything, it's good versus evil, or maybe the haves versus the have-nots. The elites versus the not. I don't know, but
It's indoctrination, manipulation, radicalization, demoralization. This has been a long,
it's the people doing the hypnotizing versus the people being no, really not.
No.
That's the real war. Yes, the real war is the people that are doing the controlling versus the people who are being controlled. But unfortunately, the facade is that it's man versus woman, black versus white, straight versus any other, whatever discrimination you can think of, race, whatever. And that's the distractions or the false flags.
Right.
And, if you do enough things in the name of a false flag, it's not really false anymore, is it?
All right. PA is at 80%. Man. Let me look for some more live results.
Oh, man.
What?
I'm just waiting. Patiently waiting. So, ETA, also known as ETA to me, is heading to possibly South Florida. Another hurricane.
Oh, yep, that's right. Eda.
I like to say ETA. ETA's ETA. Get it? Well, what's up, Jacqueline? Welcome. Happy to have you. We just hang out, look at what's going on, try to see what's happening live if possible, just to make our own opinions.
And so you guys can make your own opinions if you
They're
missed it.
siphoning votes off Joe Jorgensen.
The Drug Addiction Treatment and Recovery Act was passed. Oregon becomes the first state to decriminalize hard drugs like cocaine and heroin. Yeah, that's a thing.
Now we'll be issuing fines, but not criminal, and then offering recovery services at the expense of, which will be funded by tax revenue brought in by marijuana sales.
Judge denies reducing the bail for the Kenosha kid.
Yep, absolutely.
But his father considers him a hero.
Wait, no. I believe that was Anthony Huber's father.
Anthony Huber's father.
Yeah.
Wow, that's even more powerful. So.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything out of Wildcat's mom or dad. I was under the impression it was just the mom. But meanwhile, so Wildcat's bail is still at 2 million, and Derek Chauvin is out on bail at 1 million with conditions, which is surrendering all firearms, fire licenses, and staying no contact with the Floyd family. Originally, he was supposed to stay in the state of Minnesota. However, due to safety concerns, they did allow him to leave the state of Minnesota, and I believe March 9th is his next trial date.
Right.
So what do you think? Is this going to go all the way into March? Are we going to see this go a full year?
Yeah, absolutely we will. Yeah.
Where is the end to this? No, I'm hoping. I am really holding on to a hope that after the election,
It's very
why am I
possible
holding
that
on to that hope?
This will likely continue throughout into 2021 at least. I don't see things will I think get drastically worse for this country, depending on which way this goes.
Agreed, Penny. Agreed, Jeff. Yeah, maybe, but this is exhausting.
I'm really shocked that we don't know about Alaska at this point. I don't
yeah,
remember,
me too, to be honest.
I don't remember why they stopped counting.
Maine is split vote, not all blue. Yep. Oh, Master Blaster. It's okay. Well, we are still watching.
Yeah, no need to be negative. We should stay positive. I think everything's going to be okay. I think things are fine for right now because we don't know anything yet. I think that the data being put out could totally be manipulated or false. And that might not be a popular opinion, but it's an opinion. So, yeah.
Whew. So I feel like each half of the country right now is like, hey, nominated elected official that I chose, please don't abandon us because I really made an ass of myself. To people, you know what I mean? I don't know, it just feels like...
You're right, yeah.
What do you do? How do you go back to life?
It will be the ultimate,
Yeah, like it's a lot because people
it will be
have
the ultimate
really...
told you so. It's like, see, the rest of
It's
America
more
agrees
than
with
that.
me.
It's more than that. Families have been torn apart for this.
That's exactly the paradigm that I'm referring to. It would be like an argument between two family members, and whichever side wins, because that's what this is. You know what I mean? Is America is
then
just
you're
one
validated for whatever.
We've been told, like one side's been tricked into some kind of freedom from all rules.
Right.
That's what true liberalism is. I guess they're just like that means we do whatever we want. They're like,
right.
And the other side is like, right, but if we want all the pleasantries we have, we got to keep doing things this way.
Yep.
And there's been this big indoctrination effort colonizing this year at this election. And one side of the country has been told what?
Well, I mean, each side of the country needs the validation now for their mended. If there's any hope of mending their relationships, they need the validation of seeing. See, most people agreed with me. And so there's just, it's sad, really. I shouldn't be giggling. It's just that it turns into a big "I told you so."
Well,
but it's sad to think about families being torn apart for this, because that's the other thing.
And I've seen it. Over the last.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe how many families, or at least there's like so many people that I've talked to have like a family member or their parents or their children or one of their kids or it's just unbelievable, and they don't even have a relationship. It's a terrible relationship now.
Right. Where even family history, can be misconstrued now, where they can just sharing family history. Last year we were sharing family history, where a member of the family was in the Civil War, and we were just this was before everything happened.
That's
we were
right,
just
way before.
sharing, yeah. We were just sharing that, like, wow, it was really cool that this family member at like 14 years old went off and joined the Civil War, and then after was there at the surrender, and then after the war was over, technically got taken prisoner for 3 days until the group that took him figured out that the war was over, and then walked his happy butt 17 days to get home. I find that absolutely remarkable. So at that point, like a 15, 16-year-old walking 17 days to get home. Are you kidding me? That's so unfathomable for me.
Just the historical,
aspect of it.
the historical context of it.
Right. And
Okay,
then,
that was what was so interesting.
And then we
is
had
that
a
everyone
family
was kind
member-
of challenged to look up family history.
Uh-huh.
But and
And then we had a family member that said that we were reveling in the Civil War and we were racist.
that's unbelievable. It's not that we were reveling in the Civil War. It's just
Or it made it not. They didn't call us racist, but they were just saying that like it made them feel uncomfortable because they felt like everybody was cheering this person who was in the Civil War. So it does. You got to think about what you say now, even to your own family members, and how that's going to be received by them. And it makes it hard to connect and to share and to pass on values because it might get perceived wrong.
I need my escape pod. What is this? LOL. Any Dragon Ball Z fans out there? Look.
Wasn't there supposed to be a meteor hit us or something? An asteroid?
Oh, don't remind me of that. Did we miss the meteor?
Yeah, damn it. I think we missed it. Riots and fire in Alaska would offset the cold. Well, I don't know. Alaska's been having buku earthquakes and like big ones too. So here about a month ago, we were having, like it started at like 4 point, something earthquakes we were seeing a lot of. And then it jumped up to 5, and now recently we're seeing like 7.0 earthquakes happening. There was one over in what was it, Italy or Turkey? Yeah, the Turkey Greece area. And that was a 7.0. Alaska's had some 7.0. And I will remind you, Alaska, way back in the gap, they think that there was an earthquake that caused a massive tsunami that went up this fjord that was like over 1,200, like something like 1,600 feet above sea level. And you can see where the tree line is of new trees versus old trees. And it
Scary.
had to be apocalyptic looking.
Short Stack says, my family thinks the human trafficking is a conspiracy. Oh my gosh. And my friends called me a racist. Dude. Yeah,
Right,
the indoctrination is strong.
Right, yeah, my family too. I can't talk about it with my family.
Yeah, that's insane.
But I love them. We just got to love people as they are, or try to, I guess, and then try to lead by example maybe rather than lecture. Because lecturing doesn't work anymore. Lecturing is a turn off for both sides now. So
Yeah, both sides have turned off their ears.
Yeah.
They think they're
Nobody
right.
has an open
they're
mind.
staunched in their ways.
Yep.
And the thing is that one side is mostly right.
Yeah, absolutely. But you can't come up to somebody and tell them that. And
Because
then,
you're saying that one side is mostly wrong.
Right. Because meanwhile, while we've all been chasing our careers, Disney and Nickelodeon has been raising our children. And they're very feelings and driven, okay? Think about all your goopy, cheesy stories where, like, I know how that made you feel, in like perfect world type scenarios. And then they are confronted with the real world and they're like, this is horse crap, give me Disney. And now Fox owns Disney and Disney's like, okay, we will give it to you. No, I'm just kidding. But, so we do have a very dramatic generation that's coming out. This is our debutante, if you will. And, it just...
Yeah. Short Stack, we appreciate having you here, and thank you so much for those kind words. That's really good news that we could help you make it through that. M1A1, we are we? think we are.
Andy Lo-Fi.
Republican picked up seats according.
Yeah, we same thing. And so, maybe lockdown for Thanksgiving would be a blessing. Maybe they're doing that to prevent like domestic violence and like like family. I don't mean, like husband wife stuff. I mean, or whatever. I just mean like families having fights. Maybe they're trying to prevent that. I don't know. Thanksgiving is going to be too soon to talk about it though. We're gonna
Really?
need, yeah, for sure. We're gonna need like till spring. Let's try Easter and see if everybody's
To talk
cooled
about
down.
what? We don't
The
know
election,
anything yet.
what's happening? I don't know any of it
Mm-mm-mm.
because look, that's gonna refuel the fire. I'm telling you, people are gonna go be around their families,
Yeah.
their ignorant families,
Feeling,
quote unquote,
feeling,
oppressed and frustrated. Both sides are gonna be like, oh, why can't this person see? And then they're
I can't
fueled.
imagine those who have become so politically wrapped up, and if they lose, the meltdown, the absolute
But think about it.
meltdown.
So think about how fueled you get arguing with family members, right? Because you love them and you want to be on the same page as them, and when you're not, it's frustrating. And so everybody's going to be coming back off of Thanksgiving refueled for their purpose because they're pissed off because their family once again didn't see their point of view. And
Yeah.
do you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And so after Thanksgiving, everybody's gonna have like all this pent up pissed offness to deal with.
Oh my
So maybe
gosh.
they're just like, maybe we just don't do Thanksgiving this year. Maybe we chill. Yep, Matt, that's for sure.
Both sides are played and divided hardcore and
Yep.
do not realize it. Absolutely right. I see
M1A1, I don't know what that is. I'm
M1A1.
sorry.
Maybe we can just have a fight club. You know the first rule about Fight Club.
Vision and discontent. Yeah, don't talk about Fight
Don't
Club.
talk about Fight Club.
Jeff says, you're all more hopeful than I am. One party thrives on hate, division, and discontent. I
That's
don't see
right.
much unity growing from that. Agreed.
Yep.
But, it's, I don't know, the only way we can move forward is to try to accept people as they are and lead by example of, okay, let's not talk about the things that, remember when we were growing up and you didn't sing at the table and you didn't talk about religion and you didn't talk about politics because somebody was going to be made to feel uncomfortable. And we saw that point in blank in Hostiles, where they were at that dinner table and the two people were like, the way we treat, Native Americans is reprehensible. It's terrible.
Yeah.
We don't deserve forgiveness. And then, you've got the two main characters there who had just witnessed all the murders and things like that. And so we would have to return to a mutual respect base like that, which would be not trying to push each other's buttons. And unfortunately, that is like entertainment 101
But
for
they,
2020.
there is radical change that one side wants,
Uh-huh.
and the other side just wants it to stay the same.
Uh-huh.
Or
Not exactly the same. I don't think that people aren't agreeing that some change needs to happen. Are there cases of police brutality? If we go back to the source of the riots, are there cases of police brutality? Absolutely. And there is no cop that will tell you that every single cop is a good guy. There are butthead cops. And that's the understatement of the century. So I don't think that there's anybody who's saying we don't need any change whatsoever, but they're just saying getting rid of the police is not the answer. And then, like social workers, that's great, but what happens when you have biased social workers? Or what happens when you have a social worker who's scared and doesn't know what to do, and then they themselves start having some sort of a crisis? Now you got two crises and a cop with no way to defend himself, him or herself. So I'm just saying, there's a lot of points. That's the problem with half-truths. If you've got an open enough mind, you can see where the other person is coming from, and then you can also see the problems with that logic. So, it's just, I need a boat.
yeah, unfortunately. Well, I don't want to end this on a negative note.
It's not negative. It's just
No,
maybe.
I know it's not negative. I'd like to, regardless of, this shouldn't change how we act, and like you said, just lead by example. And we have to accept them as they are because other than that, what are you going to do? I mean,
Right.
you know. So
Lecturing won't change it. So.
right, yeah. Well, what's up, everybody? Much love to you guys. We're going to go ahead and wrap this one up.
We will be back on.
We will be back on, guys, later on tonight. We will see you later on tonight. Hope to see you there. Make sure you're subscribed. Smash that bell for the notifications. Follow over on Facebook. Check us out. Follow over on Instagram and Parler as well. I've got to go film a little video.
What's up, Bernie?
A little video. Something happened with Bernie I got to check out after the stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Much love to you guys. We very much appreciate all of the viewers who are concerned about the future of the nation. And yeah, we will see you guys tonight. Make sure you ring that bell. And we're going to be all over the place. So we're going to be keeping up with the numbers and any protests or any demonstrations at all. So
Yep.
much
Yep,
love to you guys.
absolutely.
And yeah, we will definitely see you on the next one, guys.
If you need to chill out, go check out Anastasia Wolf's art. And if you want to look for more information, go check out Hippies for Trump.
Just another
he's-
YouTube channel,
Yep.
Hippies for Trump. If you want,
Matt Zoo's got some.
if you need a doom break,
tactical
check out
equipment.
Unspecified Woodworking on YouTube. That's Tiff's woodworking channel. If you want to see some of her woodworking art, also Anastasia Wolf Art's channel on YouTube. Much love to you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. We'll see you guys later.